We're going to start today off hamstring stretch here. One leg in, one leg extended. Go ahead, let yourself fall forwards. Again, just relaxing as normal for us. No need to grab on and pull forward. Just let those hands fall. Use your body to come forward. Deep breaths here, breathing in from the diaphragm. Stomach should be expanding, not your chest. After a few breaths, if you feel comfortable, go ahead, lean a little bit deeper in. Go ahead and switch there. Other foot out, lean forward. Go ahead, bring it back up. Leg spread. V stretch here, just going straight down the middle. If this is a little bit more difficult for you to do, go ahead. You can lean against a wall if you have one available. Otherwise, once again, hands just fall forward, body weight, bringing us into that stretch. From there, we can come up. We're going to reach over to one side. Slide back up, reach over to the other side. Bring it up. You guys can meet me in a lunge position here next. Hip flexor stretch here is what we're going for. Pelvis stays neutral, torso up, lean forward slightly there. Should be feeling that stretch on that back hip flexor. If you want a little bit more of a stretch, go ahead. Grab those hands right here and then twist the body into that. Go ahead, switch over. Again, pelvis neutral, torso up, leaning forward slightly. If you want a little bit more of a stretch, go ahead, rotate that hand over. Go ahead, switch again. We're going to do a little bit of a three-phase type of stretch here. So we're going to start off in this hip flexor stretch. We're going to come forward into a Spider-Man stretch, and eventually we're going to lean back into a hamstring stretch. But let's start off here in this hip flexor stretch. A little bit more of an active stretch here just to get our blood a little bit more moving. We've been kind of passive this up until now, so we can get a little bit more active here towards the end. So at that point, go ahead, reach forward. Pelvis comes down into the ground. Torso can come down as well, hands supporting ourselves up. From there, we can bring it back. Hips comes down on that back leg, front leg extends, hamstring stretch here. Hamstring should be a little bit more warmed up from our earlier stretch as well. Go back up. We'll repeat this side here one time. Normal hip flexor stretch. Take it down to Spider-Man. Once again, pelvis drives into the floor, torso comes forward with it. Then back into the hamstring stretch here. Shorter stretches, a little bit more active on that second round. Go ahead, raise that up, switch sides for me. Normal hip flexor stretch. Then we'll take it into a Spider-Man, into that hamstring. A little slower round one, a little faster round two. With me dropping into that Spider-Man. Pelvis comes down to the floor, torso supported by our arms going down. Bring it back, hips drop above that back leg, front leg extends here, hamstring stretch. We'll go through that one more time, just a little bit quicker here. Once again, just to get that blood flowing, a little bit more of an active state as we take this stretch break here. Normal stretch, torso upright, pelvis neutral. Drop it down into a Spider-Man. Hips come down to the floor, torso supported up by our arms. And drop it back into a hamstring. All right, from there, you guys can find whatever position is most comfortable for you. You're gonna do a four-way neck stretch here to finish this off. You're gonna start down, chin, down into chest, stretching the back of the neck. Again, simple four-way stretch here, really good to get the blood going directly back to the brain. Go ahead, pick that up. Chin tilts back. Small, yet muscles that can get very tight here up in the front from us typing all day long, especially if we have a makeshift desk at home. So important to stretch, but be gentle in this area, coming back up. Here, down to one shoulder, side stretch. Go ahead, pick it up, other direction.